Yeah, Monzo is something that I think most of you are using, so it's really exciting to have a startup founder here today that works in a company of a product that we're all using. The layout for today, we're going to have 20 minutes of a talk and then 20 minutes Q&A. So yeah, let's welcome Tom.
Hello everyone, I'm Tom. I'm excited to be here because my startup journey, if not started, at least a major step was at Oxford Entrepreneurs, where I was a student about 10 or 12 years ago. I joined the Entrepreneurial Society in my first year, I think, and started a company as part of the Young Enterprise program, and came second in a program called Idea Ride, which is basically a student pitch competition. That turned into a company that me and my co-founders ran for 2 or 3 years. That company got onto Y Combinator in 2006. It then sold for $7 million. One of the co-founders then became a partner of Y Combinator. Another started a company called Zeus. I dropped out of that startup, and 2 Irish brothers, joined Harsh and Corby as technical co-founders. They are now Ireland's youngest billionaires, John and Patrick Hollister. And so, I think it's just a short journey from where you are to frankly where they are, or Harsh is, as a partner of YC now launching his company, TripleByte, which is a tech recruitment company, where I am. So, it's really, really nice to come back to places like this and talk to people like you, because it is so close, it feels like. So I'm going to talk today for 20-ish minutes to tell you some stories that I find fun, but to make sure that I'm telling you things that you find interesting, I want to reserve most of the time for questions. So I'm making sure that I'm actually talking about the things that you care about. That sounds okay? I think we've got 2 roving mics, so whenever you feel like, or when I stop talking, put your hands up and the mics will come and answer those questions. So I'm going to talk about, probably less about Monzo to start with, but we'll probably move into the Monzo story as part of the Q&A. So firstly I wanted to talk about, actually why we started Monzo. I grew up, I was actually born in Hong Kong and lived in Singapore for about 10 years. I moved to the UK, because my parents were British back to the UK, and got my first bank account at the age of about 11 or 12 years old. And I went with my mum to Cheshire Building Society. I lived in Little Channel, which is quite a small village, 2 stops down from Cheshire. Cheshire had a building society called Cheshire Building Society, and I went there to open my first bank account at the age of 11 or 12. I think to deposit a cheque or something for my granny. And I went in and went through the account opening process, and they gave me a passbook about this big. And the passbook, sort of a paper, what's it, passport, where they wrote entries. The actual teller sort of took the thing and wrote, literally in pen, a credit. You pay your check and that's your credit. And you sign it to the balance at the bottom of the page. And over the years, I went in and deposited my pocket money and my on-stock money, whatever it was, and ended up with a list of credits and a balance at the bottom. And then once I had enough, I took the money out, and that's the balance, debit. And again, they recalculate the balance, and it sums up, and that's your bank account, right? A list of credits and debits sum to a balance. And then I grew, as I thought, grew up into the adult world, and I graduated from Cheshire Building Society, because they wouldn't give me a plastic card to spend my money, to NatWest, an adult bank. And instead of this passbook, I received a paper statement, which had a list of credits and debits, and summed it up to a balance. And it didn't really do anything more, but it was automated and arrived in the post. And then, if you roll forwards a few years, you had telephone banking, where you could phone up and listen to the list of credits and debits that come to balance. And then you had internet banking, where you could log on and see a website, broadly speaking, with a list of credits and debits that come to balance. And now we have mobile banking. This thing's supercomputer in all of our pockets. And you log into your banking app, what do you see? A list of credits and debits that sum to a balance. But the information doesn't do anything. It's not real time or instant anyway. It's 2 or 3 days out of date. It doesn't really help you live your life. It's a cheaper way for banks to provide that passbook experience. Ironically, it's almost identical size to a passbook, but not much more functionality. And so that's the sort of inspiration behind Monzo. A lot of it. On the home screen of my app, there's things like Spotify and Uber and WhatsApp and Amazon and Nando's. Things that, in some small way, make our life easier, simpler, cheaper, more convenient. These things that seem to be designed with the human being at the centre, rather than banks which seem to be designed with the financial product at the centre, with human beings revolving around the outside. So I wanted to start Monzo with the aim of making a real-time app that actually solved human problems, and that was Monzo. I'm happy to talk about how we started fundraising or co-founder disputes, although probably not on recording. But before that, let's go back. So I started out just after I opened my Cheshire Building Society account. I started my entrepreneurial journey really at the age of about 14 or 15. I was a very bad computer programmer. Every time I had an exam to revise where I learned to program, basically started out with HTML, graduated with PHP and JavaScript, and on and on and on. But as part of a business studies project, actually, when I was 15, we had a challenge to take £1 and turn that pound into business. And so I had no idea what I was going to do, and I walked to the local village centre, and actually right next door to Cheshire Building Society, there was Wilson Hill estate agents. And I went in basically asking for a job, and had no idea what to do. And they gave me a pile of leaflets and said, go and push me through every single door. It's one of those things that says, do you want to sell your house, contact Wilson Hill. Very, very annoying. And it was like October time. And so in the UK, very rainy and cold, and I was very lazy. And so I spent one day delivering leaflets to these doors. And on the way back, for the second day of work, I was so frustrated. I was just pulling my hair out to think of an idea that could solve my problem, which is I don't want to deliver leaflets. And so by the time I got to Wilson Hill, I figured it out. I asked if they wanted a website. This does not sound remarkable today. This was 1999, I think, or 2000. And it's just, yeah, we've been thinking about this. And so I negotiated the vast sum of £200 to build the first website for Wilson Hill Estate Agent. Still online, wilsonhill.co.uk. They've redesigned it. But it's still there. And the most remarkable thing was I discovered recurring revenue, because I couldn't figure out how to actually plug a database in, that I hand-coded the website HTML, and every new page was a statically coded page, and so every time they got a new house, they had to email me and I had to code up a new page, for which I charged them about £3 each. But that was recurring revenue, which is a superpower in startups, which we'll talk about later. So I started there. At University of Oxford, the company's called BioCell Online, both and bad at naming things, which went on to Y Combinator and the story I told earlier, which was again incredible. But what's perhaps surprising, at least, is that I graduated from university not really believing that computers or technology was a job, like you could do it as a real thing. It's very strange. I grew up and all of the people around me were privileged, but worked in the city, basically, accountants or lawyers or sometimes, but they had a profession. So my profession was really law. But I hope there are probably other ways in the room. I really, really enjoyed the study of law, but when I got into the sort of experiencing the world of work, I found it really, really narrowing. So instead I became a management consultant, which, for all its flaws, is broadening. You go in and every 4 or 6 weeks you have to become an expert in a new industry. I think management consulting is actually a great way to start your career for no more than 3 years. We had a 10-year reunion last week, and one of my cohorts just made part of that. But he's there for life. Anyway, be a management consultant. And so I started my next company called Go Cardless, which is a direct debit processor, in a similar way to Wilson Hill, actually, like trying to avoid something I didn't like. So I worked for a small consultancy for about 2.5 to 3 years before I quit. I quit to go unimaginatively to go to a bigger, more prestigious consultancy. And luckily for me, they made me take my old firm, made me take gardening leave for about 3 months. nothing to do. And so I got in touch with two guys who just left consultancy who were in at Oxford at the same time as me. We started go-kart. Actually, we started GroupPay. I wanted to start a dating website. Again, we can talk about what that idea that is in more detail later. But they convinced me to do a group payments app. Quick lesson, group payment apps. If anyone's trying to start a group payment app, please don't try to start a group payment app. It's a terrible, terrible business. There have been a number of these over the last 20 years or so, and I think every single one has failed on it. I'd love to be proved wrong on that. But, we just launched bill splitting in Monzo, so. So anyway, started this bill splitting thing. Again, rather than focusing on our users' problems, we were focusing on our own problems. And our problem was we didn't want to be management consultants anymore. And so launching a company, the main incentive, at least for me, was to not be a management consultant and to run my own company. But the actual process of sort of automating direct debits was really valuable, wasn't something I was super passionate about. So we did Y Combinator, we raised a bunch of money for Axel, and Passion, and now a number of other people. But we got 2.5 to 3 years in and it got tough. And when it got tough, I realized I wasn't passionate about what we were doing. And so I sat with my co-founders and a couple of other key members of staff and talked about what it would take to make this company successful. I figured it would take at least 5 years, and it's been 5 years since I left, and it still hasn't had an exit. So it would take at least 5, if not 10 years to really sort of get impactful. And that's not something I wanted to dedicate my life to, because I didn't love back office processing direct debits, however strange that sounds. Again, there's a lesson there, I think, which for me at least was work on something that you are really, really, really passionate about, because there will be times when it's horribly tough, and business isn't working, investors think you're idiots, and you're not growing that fast, and it's really, really like a terrible time. But if you've got co-founders you really, really admire and trust, which I absolutely did, and you're passionate about the vision of the company, it's much, much easier to get through those slumps. Starting a company, in order to start a company, to be a founder, it's fine. I've done it before and it worked out fine. But I think it's much better if you can figure out something you genuinely love. There's an interesting tipping point. It was 2011, I think, when all the MBAs stopped applying to private equity and venture capital, hedge funds and private equity mostly, and started wanting to do startups. The tipping point, I think, was the film The Social Network. Have you ever seen that? Genuinely, I think that's when becoming a founder became cool. Weird. Anyway, I don't know where the MBAs are going today. Perhaps still startups. But focus on user needs, not your own needs, and be really, really passionate about the problem, I think, is a really good lesson. I will tell you 2 or 3 minutes about the ups and downs of Monzo, and then we'll open up to questions, if that's okay. So, I left Ricardo's. I bummed around for about 2 or 3 weeks. I was going to write a book. I was going to do some contracting. Then I emailed this dating website in New York that I really liked the look of, and flew out for a job interview and got the job and just didn't fly home. So I phoned my housemate up back in London and apologised and asked him to pack all my stuff up and send it to my parents, because I was staying in New York. That company, sadly, wasn't one of the really successful ones. It was called Grouper. It was a 3-on-3 dating startup. So like 3 guys and 3 girls, or 3 guys and 3 guys, or whatever combinations you prefer. We set you up blind. So you and 2 friends, and we set you up with 3 people you never met, without the texting or back and forth. And we just nominate kind of secret cocktail bar with kind of code word. You go to a meet, and you prepay for some drinks, and the bar gave us the drink for free because it was the Thursday night and they were full. So an amazing business model. It was really, really, really fun, but goes back to recurring revenue. Grouper grew to a revenue run rate of something like $10 million a year. Like it was earning $10 million a year of revenue. It was profitable. It was absolutely nuts. And so the growth looked like that. The revenue, off the charts. It was only a team of 30 or 35, and it raised millions of dollars in funding. And I joined, and I thought I was joining a rocket ship. But actually, it just started to plateau for the last 2 or 3 months, which it didn't show. And my job was VP of Growth. I came in, and I was there for about 10 months. And in 10 months, I think we had 1 month of growth, maybe, about 7 months flat, and then 2 months of off the cliff. Precipitous revenue fall, 70% reduction in revenue in 2 or 3 months. Crazy, without any product change even. The problem there, we had user love and this brand and this we captured the zeitgeist in a way that was weird. We almost had, we were in 26 US cities, and in New York, I think we basically had every single person single person, as in not coupled up person, in New York from the age of about 21 to 30, on our books, genuinely. We got almost 100% market penetration of our target markets, but our retention was 0, effectively 0. You signed up to go on a grouper, and we were pretty good at converting you from sign to actually sending you, but from going on one grouper to your second was about a 18% conversion. And from second to third, it was about a 5% conversion. And so by the time you're on group number 5, basically no one's going anymore. What that meant is you chuck loads of people in the top of the funnel, and it's leaky. You've got a bucket you're trying to fill up, but the holes in the bucket are as big as the amount you're filling in, and so your bucket just empties. So as hard as we tried to shove stuff in the top, it just wasn't filling up. Contrast that with GoCardless, which is a subscription, basically a direct debit process leads to recurring payments. In GoCardless, its history, I don't think there's ever been a month where the revenue has declined. Because with recurring revenue, the cohort you signed up 5 years ago, 5 years later is still using the product. Then 4.5 years ago, then 4 years ago, it just builds up like a layer cake. So even if you don't add a new customer in a month, the old customers are still putting more volume through their business because their businesses themselves are growing. And so you get this layer cake that just expands over time. And if you can just keep going, you end up with this exponential revenue curve. It's absolutely crazy. Whereas if you imagine that layer cake with Grouper, each new cohort came in, but the next month it disappeared. So it's vertical bars, right? You've got to keep slamming these bars on, and as soon as you stop, it goes to 0. It falls off a cliff. I wrote a blog post on this which has these nice images which are going to help with that. Anyway, so GoCardless taught me basically how money moves around. The thing I learned from Grouper, which I found really, really interesting, was retention matters, but also this brand thing, this human emotion thing. I thought basically brand was made up before I went to Grouper. I didn't think it mattered. I was really, really deeply analytical. I thought I was a computer programmer, law degree, whatever. Grouper taught me about how human beings think and feel in a way that I hadn't really intellectually had engagement before, I think. And so Grouper had a waiting list. You had to get actually approved to get through. It was inherently viral. You had to invite 2 friends along with Grouper. It had this crazy sort of social brand amongst a certain demographic. All of those things are common to Monzo. But Monzo also learned from GoCardless, like how money actually moves around. So I think that was really, really interesting. I will talk about Monzo, I promise. So we started Monzo in February of 2015. It was 13 of us in a bedroom, literally. We raised a couple of £1 million from Passion Capital, who previously invested in GoCardless. The interesting thing about that fundraising, well, there are 2 lessons, I think. One is useful to this room, I think. One is just annoying to this room. The useful lesson, I think, is if you go and pitch either investors or potential hires or colleagues, and you are pitching them on the most audacious, difficult thing that they have ever heard, you typically scare away all the mediocre people, and you attract the smartest people. Sort of, if you think about it, it makes sense, but it's somewhat unintuitive. I think if you immediately, if you're going to barge in without thinking about it, I don't think it's immediately intuitive. But if you think it through, it does make sense. I think really, really smart people want to work on the hardest problems with the other smartest people. And so going in saying, we're going to start a bank and we're going to rebuild it from scratch, literally everything, half the people, not more, 90% of the people told us we're crazy, and then 10% of the people, you sort of see that glint in their eye. And that's how it was with investors as well. It's just such an audacious, hairy goal that we raised money on the back of an envelope almost. The second annoying thing, which is not so useful, is actually track record and relationships really, really matter. So the fact that I've done Monzo go-kartless, the fact that I've done go-kartless, passionately invested in the C round and the A rounds, having those relationships, really, well, I couldn't have done it without them, frankly. So if I had just gone in as with no track record and said I'm going to start a bank, I'd be laughed out. Which perhaps totally deflates my first point, but there you go. So perhaps you should just get started. Anyway, Monzo started there, 15 people in the bedroom more or less. Today we are 500 people. We will be 1,000 in 12 months' time. We're hiring, check the jobs board. We have 1.2 million customers. We're growing about 100,000 customers a month. 98% of those are organic, so word of mouth, zero paid spend. That makes us the fastest growing bank by some distance in the UK today. I think number 2 is nationwide. You're adding about 60,000 or 70,000 accounts a month. So at this rate, we'll hit 2.5. If we don't grow faster, we'll hit 2.5 million accounts by the end of next year. I think we will grow faster. I think we'll hit more like 3.5. And we just hit contribution margin positive. That's a whole other story about how startups think it's a good idea to run selling $10 for $9. I would summarize it as. Seems very, very confident startup. Well, at the moment. I can talk more about that. Anyway, to wrap it up in our open questions, it feels like we're now at the starting line. After 3.5 or 4 years doing this schlep, frankly, great article, go and check that out, schlep. This hard work that feels so difficult as to almost be impossible to start a bank from scratch, to get a license, to get authorized, to build these connections to payment schemes, to acquire over 1 million customers for free, and have a current account, which I now think is the best current account in the UK. That's the starting line. That's the exciting thing. We actually didn't set out to build a current account, or rather, we knew it was a necessary condition to what we were trying to build, but it wasn't the goal. The goal is to build a home screen app, a single interface that is on your phone, that gives you visibility in real time of all of your money wherever it sits, and then instant control. And that might be your student loan, or your credit card, or your cashback, or your gas electricity bill, or your ISA, or your pension, or your savings. All of this crap that exists in our lives that we have to manage manually. Very few people, some people do enjoy managing it. Very few people enjoy changing the gas and electricity supplier. The rational consumer should change every year because he's saving on average £300 a year. 60% of households never switch. That's that gap, I think, between how regulators and bankers think about consumers, the rational person, versus how actually people behave. So behavioural economics is absolutely fascinating again. I can go into probably too much detail on that. So that's what I'm really, really excited about. Using this really, really solid base that we have to build towards this interactive marketplace of financial services and non-financial services to give people back time and money and reduce their stress. Final thing, I promise. People have questioned this word marketplace, because in their minds they think of money supermarket, basically like a list of price, and then you have to click and go to switch, and like, who wants to have one of those? In the 1950s or maybe 60s, people were talking a lot about robotics. It's like AI is today. So everyone was super, super excited about the idea of robots automating manual human work. And the common refrain was there's going to be a robot in your kitchen. And you imagine this sort of, is it C3PO? Let's say C3PO. This sort of human-like robot, right, that does your dishes. And that was the promise, and people sort of thought about that. And today, where's the robot in our kitchens? Well, it's there, I just want to say, the dishwasher. It is a robot in our kitchens automating the hard work for us, but it's specialised for the job. It doesn't look like a human. And so the future of banking, I believe, is absolutely a marketplace. But it's not a money supermarket marketplace where you have to go and do the hard work. It's seamless and automated and does the hard work for you and says, I've just put £300 back in your pocket. Go and, whatever, spend on a pair of shoes or down the pub or whatever you want to do with it, right? Here's time and money back. We've done the hard work for you. And I think that's done through interfacing with all of the different providers in the marketplace. Anyway, that is the end of my rant. Do we have 2 roaming mics? 1 roaming mic, great. Yes. Great. Do we have any questions to the other half of this? Great, gentleman right up here.
Hi. So obviously I'm sure you're aware of the competition you face in the mobile banking sector. So from the likes of, I assume you've seen in this competition, Revolut, Starling. So what I really want to know is, what is Monzo's why? What is your competitive advantage for consumers? And because obviously some of these banks are giving even greater financial incentives than you are. I know some of them are doing completely free withdrawals overseas at a loss to them in the short term. How are you, what is Monzo's why? What sets you apart is what I want to know.
Answer depends who's asking. I think the easiest answer for now actually is that our brand awareness in the UK, this is prompted brand awareness, so that's like, have you heard of Monzo, is 15%. Starling Revolut are down below 10%. And so even if you assume there's no overlap at all between those categories and there's immense overlap, you're still talking about 6 or 7% of the population who've never heard of anything. And so frankly, I think it's an awareness battle more than anything, rather than a competitive battle. I think they're all pretty good products for what they do. I think the Starling product is very, very similar to ours. I just don't think they've got a lot of the brand and a lot of the mission, the kind of the why we're here. Revolut, I think, is a different product actually. I think it's much more focused on crypto trading and probably stocks and shares trading in the future. It's sort of asset management. Our customer really, really cares about making sure their money lasts from either their payday to the next payday or their student loan to the next student loan, or whatever it is. So keeping control of their money and feeling like all of the bills are absolutely going to be paid is central to why our customers care. Final sort of thought is economic rationality is less of a driver of human behaviour than you probably think. And so the fact that it's a hot coral card, how much would an economist value that at? Like zero, right? It's not particularly valuable, but actually it's incredibly valuable for some of our customers. Or things like support for certain minority rights, something we've taken a pretty big stand on. So some of those things I think, but the main answer is basically no one knows any of us, and we should just tell the UK and the world about us. We're not competing with each other yet, we're competing with the big banks. Where's the mic? You get this one.
Hi. So I guess as you're scaling, you have more customers. Some things are really easy to scale. So if you have more and more people using your app, you can just chuck more stuff on AWS. But is there anything that isn't scaling as nicely? You have things where you need more and more employees, for example, or?
That's a great question. Leaders. I think leaders are hard to scale, especially in a short time frame, and especially in that kind of hyper-growth phase. Europe, I don't think, has seen, it definitely hasn't seen as many growth stage companies. In the startup phase, kind of pre-product market fit, I think we've actually got quite a lot, not as many as the US, but quite a lot of seed and Series A funding. It's that hyper-growth phase. Elad Gil wrote an interesting book recently, and then also Blitzscaling, which is a term I hate, but Reid Hoffman, I think, wrote a book on it, or one of the reads. But so now it's the kind of just level below, the VP and director level. It's really, really tricky to find people with the right growth mentality. There's a lot of it's counterintuitive. Should we go down here in front and then you go up to the back and take a question for that, please. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Mike. It's surprising to see how much the big banks have not gotten their shit together and what you've done. But given, the important part now is how do you reach, 100 million users?
Yeah.
Right? If, I think Lloyd's is like hiring something like 7,000 designers. Barclays is, they're, reorging. Are you concerned of being like the Snapchat to the Instagram where they offer the Monzo experience? just roll it out to everyone? How you sort of protect yourself?
No. We're worried more about being the MySpace where Facebook comes along. I think that both of these are Facebook analogies. What I think this tells you is Facebook is a fierce and fierce competitor. And the way they demolish Snapchat, I think, is super instructive. But I do not think Lloyds or Barclays or RBS are anywhere near the caliber of the Facebook team in like that. So, and I see the MySpace Facebook thing. Basically, I'm worried that we've got a model which is better than what exists, but there's another model that's going to come from nowhere and wipe us out. I don't think it'll be the banks. There's a Canadian ice hockey player called Wayne Gretzky. And Wayne Gretzky was just dramatically better than many of his peers. And he was interviewed once and asked him, why do you think this is? How can you explain how it's so much better? He said, I think it's pretty simple. The other guys, they skate where the puck is going. Sorry, I got that wrong. Ruined my best story. The other guys, they skate where the puck is at. I skate where the puck is going. I think that's a good analogy for what the banks are trying to do right now. They see where Monzo is right now, and they're aiming for that. So Lloyds this week announced that you can see the map of your transactions. Barclays allow you to freeze an unfreeze card. It only took them 2.5 years to copy that. Which is fine. We introduced a gambling block, and I think most of the major banks in 2019 or 2020 will introduce a gambling block. And that's genuinely good for society. I'm really, really happy that we have that positive influence. But they're skating out the puck. And that's just, what we have right now is not 10x better than current account. It's 1.5 times better, 1.2 times for your net shares. And so the banks are saying, if you just replicate that, we'll be fine. Where the puck is going is this interactive marketplace, this comparison site crossed with like Apple, basically. It just works. Your switching just works. Don't think about it. The problem is with the bank's business models, it cannibalizes their revenue stream because each bank is relying on cross-selling its own products to its own customers at a price which is not competitive in the market. So if you look at left buy tables, it's never the big banks at the top. At the moment, the markets or some of the building societies offering sometimes 10 times more interest, which is still very low interest. But they're not price competitive, they rely on cross-sell. This marketplace idea is fundamentally incompatible with their business model. Like not ripping people off with fees is fundamentally incompatible. I was speaking to a regulator last week who was asking me about how we offer such cheap foreign exchange. My answer was, we don't gouge our customers. That's it. So there's no like special, some kind of algorithms going. It's like, no, we literally take the rate we give from MasterCard and give it to our customers and don't rip them off. We still make money out of it. The way interchange works. The banks have been adding 3, 4, 5% foreign exchange margin because no one notices it. Stuff like that, the banks can easily go there, but it erodes their profit margin. They can't erode their profit margin without losing their bonuses, or without dramatically cutting costs. So the banks are trying to cut costs, but they need maybe the company to 10 or 20%. They need a 95% reduction in costs. The problem is with they're burdened with legacy technology, which is annoying, a massive branch network they can't get rid of because of political pressure, and tens of thousands of people who are focused on the wrong stuff. So the announcement that we're going to remove these 10,000 jobs and create 10,000 new programmer and designer jobs. It's like, yeah. I think they're really, really stuck. The interesting new model, I think, if you look at the 15 or 16 new banks, I think it's really interesting to compare models, actually. And I see a bifurcate. It's not really a spectrum, actually, just a split in two. Where on one side you have simple balance sheet lenders focused on a single commodity product, sold at best rates, whether that's the cheapest mortgage or highest interest savings account, or focused on a niche that's underserved. So these are people like Shawbrook and Aldermore and Oaknor and Tarragon and Charter Court and Masthaven and on and on and on. There are like 15 of these new banks. They don't offer current accounts, they don't do brand advertising, they don't offer a card, it's too operationally complex. They just take fixed term deposits and then use those deposits to lend into commercial loans, bridging loans, it might be residential mortgages, like mortgages, a niche balance sheet product where they are the experts with tiny operational overheads so they can be price competitive. So I think you either take that model, or you take the model which says we're going to be the control center, the hub. We're going to have an amazing app and a hot card and invest in brand and mission and community, customer service. And you become that customer interface and you plug in the spokes. You become the hub and plug in the spokes. The great thing is those two things work perfectly in symbiosis. They're not competitive, I think. Big banks are stuck because they don't have the cost structure to be able to be cost competitive on the balance sheet products, and they suck at user-centric design, basically, and app interface and customer service and brand. So I just don't think they do anything well. But in their defense, they have all the customers and all the money. So it might take them a few years to die. Anyway, a longer answer. What about the guy over there?
Hello. Hey, thanks Tom for the talk. My question is actually with regards to the upcoming crowdfunding round. Two questions actually. First, given you have really stellar investors of the likes of Axel and Passion already on your cap table, what was the reason for you to still choose 20% of the round to be raised through the crowdfunding channel? Because crowdfunding in itself comes with a bunch of hassles, such as having 1,000 investors probably on your cap table now. So that's one. And second is any investor that is probably looking to participate in the crowdfunding round, what should be the timeline that they should look at? Is it 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years before they can actually see an exit, if there is one?
Sorry, I didn't get the second part of that question.
Any investor participating in the crowdfunding round, what should be the timeline of an exit, if there is one, that they should keep in mind?
Okay. So we have a prospectus out right now, which is talking about sort of the burdens of crowdfunding. Producing a prospectus is one of those, like halfway through public. What it basically says is a bunch of legal statements about the status of our business that is the basis of investment. And so in this period, I am very reluctant to talk about anything that's not in the crowdfunding prospectus. So I'll repeat what's in the crowdfunding prospectus, which is you might lose all of your investment and it's highly liquid, which means that you shouldn't count on a market for these being like readily saleable anytime soon. We don't have firm plans to IPO. We probably will IPO at some point. That might be 5 or 7 years away. I don't know. I don't know. So that's late disclosure part, the second part. The first part is an interesting question. Crowdfunding, given that we've raised 190 million quid or something from a bunch of great investors around the world, why didn't 180 odd? Why didn't we do the remainder with them? They were very, very keen to. I leave Passions on Twitter today fighting this case. They would have taken it all. It was really, really important to us that our customers who've supported us from day one get to invest real money at exactly the same terms as these VCs and hopefully share in any potential upside. It's quite rare that retail investors get that opportunity. Companies are going public later and later and later, and so a lot of the growth comes pre-IPO. Microsoft IPOs really, really early, and really all of their value creation happened when they were a public company, so retail investors could much more easily get access to. Compare with Uber, something like that. So it's just important to us that our customers could participate. Just sort of thank you, I guess. But it's costly, administratively burdensome, and just a real pain in the ass, to be honest. I wish it was simpler, but how about a lady here?
So I was kind of curious with open banking, kind of the apps that come in and do some of the visualization that you're talking about, what that means for Monzo. And kind of the second part to that, what do you guys really do for the emotional, irrational part that kind of goes with a lot of people who deal with money and how they use Monzo?
I really like your second question, I forgot your first one. So open banking and what's going on there?
Yes, I say that because I know like a lot of, in the US, a lot of open banking is kind of visualizing this emotional side of stuff, yeah.
I think open, I'm going to butcher another quote here. I think people overestimate the impact of new technology in the short term and underestimate it in the long term. I think that's what's happened with open banking. People expect this huge revolution. It hasn't happened yet. I don't think there's been a killer app, the thing that really gets people's imaginations. I also think some of the big banks have been showing pretty bad faith as they implement these things, intentionally slowing it down. Some have been really great. I think Lloyd's actually have been really good the way they've implemented it. So we've not yet seen the kind of killer use case. I think visualization, I don't think, it harks back to sort of PFM, which is the pie chart all the banks have that shows you where you spend it, where the biggest chunk was always uncategorized, but it goes wrong. So it goes back to my previous answer where I talked about worrying about being the MySpace or Facebook comes. I do worry a little that there'll be that someone will crack the use case that everyone goes, oh yes, that's the thing I need, and it goes to 100 million customers overnight. That's what we're sort of watching out for. We don't see it yet. Your second question, which is, how do you think about the emotional, sometimes irrational side of money? I don't think visualization is a far too simplistic answer. We start by talking a lot to a lot of our customers and trying to understand their situation and the problems they face, and then apply design and product thinking to those problems to try and come up with solutions. We also work a lot, well, a moderate amount, I'd say, with the behavioral insights team, with the money advice service, with the step change. So a lot of the gambling and debt charities who try to help people in this situation. We've spoken on panels with academics who are working with people on the low poverty line in the US to figure out interventions that might work. So a few things we have done. One is the gambling block. So for people who have a history of problem gambling, we allow them to self-exclude. So say, if you are trying to use my card in a casino or a bookmaker or on a gambling website, reject the payment. And if I try to turn it on, make me wait 48 hours. That amount of friction actually, for most people, has allowed them to take a step back and kind of really consider they want to gamble. At the last count, about 16,000 people, I believe, have enabled that gambling block. And the incidence of problem gambling or gambling activity is reduced by 70% amongst that group. I think it's pretty incredible. So a lot of it is nudge theory, frankly, like small bits of friction that you can interject to help people make decisions that like long term they want to make, but short term they might not be capable of making, frankly. Another example might be allowing people to select to have a trusted carer approve transactions over a certain amount or between certain hours. So you might be someone with a mental health problem where you end up in perhaps a manic episode, and it might be really, really early in the morning. So it might be between midnight and 6 a.m. I go out and spend way too much, and the next day I regret it. So just turn off spending. Again, without friction to re-enable it. Putting money out of sight is another powerful one, so pots. Segregating money so it's not in your app straight away, so that amount to spend, the amount of pots is out of reach. You can even then start to add friction to the pot. So don't let me withdraw this for a day, 7 days, a month. That kind of, again, positive friction to enable people to make long-term choices, not short-term choices, I think is really, really powerful. So those are some of the things that we're considering. Where's the microphone? How about the guy right back?
Thank you. You talked about the hub and spoke model and how you're thinking about getting into comparisons. What's your kind of route towards that? Are you looking at partnerships?
Yes, broadly. Are we looking at partnerships? Yes, broadly we are looking at partnerships. We don't want to be the balance sheet for mortgages, for example. We want to partner there. For each vertical, I think the thought process is basically what is the right level of abstraction, or where in, just throw out sort of nerdy economic terms, but where in the value chain do you want to play, basically? How much do you want to be vertically integrated versus just stick something in? And there are industries where you actually want to be you don't want to do the full stack, you just want to take a certain level. So mortgages, absolutely, we're not going to be the balance sheet for mortgages. Or something like gas and electricity, where it's literally the same gas and electricity, whichever provider you use. There's a more interesting kind of thought process there. Or even savings and investments. It's a really, really complex chain of intermediaries. Each one adds cost, but also some kind of value or functionality. So the question is like, is the cost worth the value they provide, or do you go deeper down the stack to reduce cost without having to rebuild too much functionality in the abstract? Does that make sense? Yeah. So maybe that's not the kind of, we're going to partner with X company tomorrow, but for each one, that's the kind of assessment we're making. The other principle is something one of the capital partners, Robert, said to me. In the early years ago, partners, we had these projections of like, we were so small and where we were going seemed so big and so far away that it seemed totally inconceivable that we'd ever get there. He said, again, from the Busher quote, the best way to eat an elephant, one bite at a time. Just get started. And even if the first step or 2 steps or 3 steps don't look like the finished result, it's important to get started and keep going. And the interesting thing is at the start of every year at Go Cards, we then look back at what we've achieved, and it seemed easy. And then you look forward and go, that seems impossible. But just that process again and again and again of getting people out of their